This year's from Variety. Blake Lively subpoenas her online critics. Is it fact-finding or intimidation? It's almost like they have to try to take Blake's side in a weird way by saying, is it fact-finding? Let's see what we got. McKenzie Folks, a stay-at-home mom, has been posting on TikTok for about a year. For the past several months, she's focused on the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni legal case, giving her opinions into a sequin-covered spatula that she uses as a microphone. On July 10th, she received a notice from Google that Lively's attorneys had submitted a subpoena for her account information. At first, she thought it was a phishing scam. Yeah, exactly. If I got that, or pretty much anyone else got that, as a YouTuber, you'd probably be like, yeah, this must be some kind of a gotcha mail or some kind of a click here and buy thing. But it was real. Lively was seeking to prove that she was part of Baldoni's digital army. What? Yeah, that's crazy, man. You really think these people are working with Justin Baldoni? I mean, you know what? I don't doubt she thinks that. Like, one part of you goes, oh, she doesn't really think that. She's just trying to get these YouTubers and TikTokers. But on the other hand, she might actually think that. All in all, she's just a low IQ person, probably, on the internet believing shit just like everybody else. And she believes, probably, that Amber had a smear campaign against her, Evan Rachel Wood had a smear campaign against her, and now she thinks there's one against her. And that's the effects of these people like Amber and Evan Rachel Wood, and people think it's over, don't worry about it, don't talk about it anymore. But the effects don't stop. They keep going. And then you have someone else like Blake Lively doing the same shit. Can we say 100% that these TikTokers weren't working for Justin Baldoni? No, not 100%, but I'd bet a large sum of money that he isn't in cahoots with any of them. The Lively-Baldoni battle is a classic celebrity feud, but Lively's doing something new by trying to unmask her online detractors, whom she claims are doing Baldoni's bidding. I can't believe they actually think this. I know how it looks. It looks like it's coordinated because it comes out at the same time. They're saying a lot of the same stuff, but that's just because that's what they're hearing from the media reports. And they say she's suing in federal court that It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni unleashed an online smear campaign. And they say she's targeting Andy Signor, Perez Hilton, and Candace Owens. And Andy should actually be pretty thankful to Blake because his name's getting put up there with some pretty big stars. Andy's got a big channel. He's got over 1 million subs. He gets some views, but he's not on the level of Candace Owens especially. So I guess thank you, Blake. The case has echoes of the Depp vs. Heard trial, in which Heard faced a barrage of criticism online. Keep in mind, this is Variety, who for the entire time of Virginia and like 2 years after and 2 years before wrote great stuff about Amber. They say that Amber's lawyer, Elaine Brennenhoff, argues it was much planted by Depp's team. In parentheses, Depp's team denied it. Where's my paycheck, Johnny? I'm a small channel, but I got like 14 million views on you and Amber, so I'm still waiting for my cut. They basically annihilated her, Brennenhoff said. I think it's great that Blake Lively's legal team's trying to get in front of it. How else do you fight this? You fight this by being a good fucking person and not smearing and defaming people. How about that? Fight it before it starts. I mean, if I was them, I guess there's not much else I could do to defend myself if the truth isn't on your side. All you could do is say, the internet, look what they're saying. They're all wrong. They're smearing me. I got news for you. The internet is too big of a place for everyone to come together and smear you. They do print the defense that many people say Blake is just trying to silence sincere criticism, and I think she's trying to silence mostly sincere criticism. Yes, there's some grifting. Yes, there's some manufactured hate. There's some manufactured stuff out there. But for the most part, I think like myself and the people I know, we're calling it as we see it. and reporting on third parties, which is basically the printed media, like Variety, for example. Maybe she should go after Variety or some other publications. They quote an entertainment journalist no one's heard of, but okay. They're just offering their opinions like anyone else has the right to do. We think it's invasive. It's designed to intimidate these people, many of whom don't have the means to fight it. Yeah, I'll absolutely agree. Then Blake Lively argues there's no silencing because they are putting their opinion out there, but the silence part comes when you get a lawsuit, so you're too scared to talk about it any further. Yeah, they don't have the right to say, you can't talk about it, shut up, but with the threat of a legal case from a multimillionaire married to a multimillionaire who are both Hollywood stars hanging over your head, what do you think's going to happen? So they say the subpoena seeks the account information of 16 YouTubers, including names, emails, IP addresses, physical addresses, and bank account and credit card numbers. Why would that be necessary? I guess because they think maybe Justin would also have those account numbers? Okay. They say the case has escalated to now being about freedom of speech on the internet, not only the other subject matter. They have some more quotes here. One person says, I think she's trying to kill a fly with a sledgehammer. Yeah, all right. Someone said they feel like it's the Twilight Zone. All right, not bad. And Andy says he's going to fight it tooth and nail. And it's nonsense. They also say that if Blake's being targeted by a more sophisticated bot attack, it'll be almost impossible to peel back the layers. It's bots. Bots did it, but it's impossible to prove it. But it was bots. Maybe she should blame Russia. Remember, Russia hit The Last Jedi. Russia hit Amber Heard. It must be Russia. Russia is now focused on Blake Lively. That's what they're thinking about. Whatever you think of Russia, that's fine. But probably you shouldn't be thinking they would want to target Blake Lively with these bots, because that's where the bots are always coming from. Not the countries that are more tech savvy. You know, those people up in the snow selling oil and going to war. They're the ones with the bots. All right, I said enough here. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.